Hello, my good students. I want to welcome you to Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates. It's my pleasure being with you. This is your government teacher, and I'm taking you in one of these interesting topics that you will like or that you already like in government.
Eko Learners Support, a support program of the Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education for WAEC and NECO candidates.
E-government. E-government. That's our topic for today. What are the objectives that we are going to achieve in discussing e-government? At the end of the lesson, student, please, will be able to give meaning to e-government, state the objectives of e-government, as well as to list and explain the benefits of e-government. E-government is a short form for electronic government, which refers to the use of information and communication technology, ICT, to improve the services and activities of public sector organizations. Examples include internet, online digital services, etc. It is a new way of organization and management of public affairs. What are we trying to say here? Before, in government sectors or public sectors, you hear people saying, we want to go and see if the letter has come out. We want to go and collect letter to be able to take an action or carry out an action. Or we have not seen the memo. Nowadays, things have changed. In fact, that you can hear me, you can see me, we'll give you a line or a picture of what it entails to be involved in digital services. To God be the glory, nowadays we have what we call AI. What is AI? Artificial intelligence. And this is what the government has introduced to render services to the people, to the public. And that is why it's important for you and I to learn what it entails to be involved in electronic services as government is doing. E-government is a platform for exchanging information and transacting with citizens, business partners, employees, ministries, departments and agencies, MDAs, ministries, departments and agencies. For example, like I was saying, nowadays, you know, students register through WAEC for their examination, through NECO, online registration, no more pencil paper for registration, JAM, and so on. And especially if you mention government services sectors, FRSC, NYC, LRS, and so on and so forth. FRSC, Federal Road Service Corps. We want to collect your tax license. You want to collect your tax through LRS, or even students, graduate students, going to embark on the youth service. It is by online registration and by online digital service. Gone are those days when it is by only biro, pencil and paper. Therefore, what does e-government want to achieve as aims and objectives? Number one, to increase government and citizens interaction. Yes. Governments will be able to interact with citizens directly. To encourage citizen participation in decision making, citizens too and people too will be able to interact with government. So it is, up and down, front and back. Government gives information to the people, people get information from them, and the two of them will interact and participate in decision making of the country. To bring transparency in government process, yes, because of everything is now on internet, digital. Information goes along from one place to another, either through WhatsApp, through Team, Zoom, and any other social media handles. Before you know it, people will know what government is doing. And officials will always want to, look at, before I do this one, I have to think twice. Transparency, accountability will be the key word to put in mind. To build an informed society, Like we say, information goes directly to the whole world, not only government officials. To make government responsible and accountable, this is what I've explained earlier. Then, to reduce cost of governance, yes, you want to go to WAEC office, you want to go to JAMB office, you want to go to LRS to get your tax clearance. You may not need to do this at your fingertips. In anywhere you have computer, or cyber services that are provided, you just go there and make an inquiry and go ahead and do it. Recently, we heard that the Minister of Interior introduced a very good and almost perfect way by which people can collect their Nigerian passports without going to the passport office. So you can see it will reduce cost of governance. People will also spend less to go to these offices to collect papers at any point in time. To reduce time of government reacting or responding to people's complaints, queries, suggestions, and problems immediately. When government sends information or messages, people respond. At point in time, you see something anywhere, 119, 767 or whatever, you call, immediately you get the reaction if there's an emergency. This is part of what we are talking about. There will be complaints, there will be queries always, and before you know it, the reaction will come immediately from the government offices, and you'll be happy that this is done for you. Benefits of e-government. 1, citizens and people get connected with government fast and easily. 2, accountability and transparency of government officials increased, while corruption level is reduced. Yes, like I've said before, where there is transparency and accountability, of course, corruption will reduce, because officials of government will have that at the back of their mind that I am being watched. People are looking at me and they are seeing what I'm doing. Everyone or all citizens possibly have access to information from government. Everyone or all citizens possibly. Everyone or all citizens possibly will have access to information from government. Bureaucracy will be experienced in government services or offices is almost eliminated, reduced, if not eliminated completely. Bureaucracy means adhering strictly to government rules and regulations, which are known with government workers. Oh, we have not seen the letter. They have not given us the memo. We have not asked us to do it. At your fingertips, you can just get to know if what government is doing without even having any problem. And before you know it, that bureaucracy is overruled. And even public workers in their offices can interact with the superior officers in the head office to be able to, get things done without wasting time. E-government makes communication within the public service cheaper. Yes, it makes it cheaper nowadays. Before, we used to have paperwork here and there, pencil and paper. Things have changed. And within the public service, the use of digital system, computer system, make interaction and communication or sending of messages and information cheaper now. Between government departments and agencies, exchange of information is enhanced. Yes. Between government departments and agencies, we have various governmental departments, agencies, and ministries. One doing his own work, the other doing its own work. Then, this does not mean that they have to wait for one another. As one is doing his own work, the other one is interacting with it. And this goes a long way. All of them doing the work at the same time, and it makes for fast provision of services to the citizens and the people of the country. You can see from the picture how different people interact. It's as a form of description of what we are talking about. Different people using computer systems, some using phones through the social media handles, as well as other digital devices. Finally, what are the problems of e-government? Everything that has one part, you surely have the other part. Person-to-person physical interaction, which is valued by a lot of people, is lost. You hear people saying, You must come, oh, let's sit down and discuss it. Oh, I don't want to. I know this one you are talking to me on phone, I don't want. Oh, this message you sent to me on WhatsApp, I am not comfortable with it. We still have to sit down to discuss. One-on-one physical interaction is lost. It has made the culture and the norm of some of our people. Transparency in online transaction is suspicious. Yes. Some people don't believe there is transparency in, e-government. And that is why, that's one of the problems that this e-government is facing. Inability to use the computer by some employees require high cost of training. A lot of people who are employees of government, when phone was introduced to Nigeria, even to use phone was a problem. Some, as we speak now, will not even work comfortably with the computer system as employees of government. This is a big problem. It will now require the government to start training and training and training. In fact, kudos to Lagos State government that has done a lot in the training of teachers and civil servants and people of public operations, to the extent that money is being spent almost on a quarterly basis, if not yearly, to train workers of Lagos State. Likewise, at federal government level and other parts of the country. If this is not done, then they may not achieve the aim of e-government and public service. Therefore, it has been a problem for some of the employees to use these devices, and therefore it costs a lot of money for their training by the governments of Nigeria and states. The illiteracy of some people does not allow them to have access to information from the government. Yes, illiteracy in the villages, in other areas or part of rural areas, we still have today people who cannot operate Android phone, smartphone, talk less of operating the computer systems. In that wise, you see that the inability to read and write has been a problem to them. Maybe some just have phone to be able to make calls to their family members and relations. Therefore, illiteracy is affecting some of these things. The three others. Public services were done on paperwork. To transfer documents and information to electronic form now take time and high cost. Donkey years that the government service has been on and on, operating on paper and pencil or biro, or typing. It has not been easy to change immediately to e-government. And public service, like we said, has not been easily operated in such a way that we now have time being taken and requires high cost to train people and to let them key into the system of technology that we are talking about. Power supply for use of computer and other electronic information device is not stable. Yes, especially in the developing countries where power is not stable. Some will tell you, I was not able to charge my phone. Oh, my laptop is down. The battery is in zero. When you have this, it's been a problem for e-government, not only for individual users of these digital devices, but also employees of government. It is easy also to make excuses of the service is down, no network or service provider. And people say this a lot to save face or to have a defense when issues come up. You can see, as we have e-government in terms of benefits, there are some, sketchy or minor problems that still need to be, eradicated. For purpose of examination conditions, if questions come on this, you can get more of your own experience to handle the points, depending on how the question is framed.
Acing your WAEC and NECO examinations has been made easy by the Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education with the Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO Candidates television program. Join seasoned teachers as they take you through these core subjects. targeting the exact syllabus of WAEC and NECO. Watch Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates through these social media platforms to access more educational content and give their feedback. Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates. Pass your examinations with flying colors.
Eko Learners Support, a support program of the Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education for WAEC and NECO candidates.
Let's look at these questions for practice. What is meant by e-government? Can check. This was what exactly the way it was asked in the WASSCE of 2022. B. State two benefits which Nigeria stands to gain in adopting e-government. So these are the questions. Then we move on to solutions. 1A. What is meant by e-government? E-government refers to the use of information and communication technology, ICT, to improve the service and activities of public sector organizations. Examples include internet, online digital services, etc. It is a new way of organization and management of public affairs. If you write this, I think you will get your full mark. State three benefits which Nigeria stands to gain in adopting e-government. A. Citizens and people get connected to the government fast and easily. That's a good one. B. Accountability and transparency of government officials increase while corruption level is reduced. And the third one, as probable answer, you can get more of the points, depending on how many numbers you have to write. E-government makes communication within these public services cheaper. My good students, e-government, e-government, e-government. Electronic government, that is the word. That is what is operated, or what operates now in government services. You have to also put more effort to work more on technology of nowadays, because we talk about AI. Your generation can always do better in terms of technology and improvement. Don't forget, at the time Lagos State introduced CBT for WAEC students, of which questions will come from the Ministry of Education for them to answer directly through their phones, and they will answer. In the next couple of minutes, you will see the solutions, and you get your, you see how you are performed. So try to improve on that as you learn about e-government. Yourself, improve on the technology, and if you do that, I believe the sky is your beginning. I want to thank you for being with me today. I hope to see you some other time when we shall be discussing another topic. If you have any problem, any question, any suggestion that you want to give, please feel free to send it to any of our platforms, social media handles, as displayed on the screen. Thank you for being with me. God bless you.